Started my trip early Saturday morning and I got to Utah where I had this lovely Mike's Mighty Good ramen for dinner and then sat down and watched some Netflix with some chips. The next morning it was very cold. I had coffee and I had to keep driving and there was a bunch of snow that I went through, but I finally made it to Zion and parked in my camping spot. Went out for a little bit of a walk that day, but not much. Got up in the morning again. It was super, super cold, but I had the day off. That was Monday. And I went hiking. So these are some photos from the day when I was hiking. It was cold and sunny, but some of the hikes I did were really, really intense. So I definitely got warm pretty quick. This is up at the top by Angels something. And I thought the walls were really cool with the holes and stuff. This is the tarantula that you all already saw. I think we called her Harriet. This is down by some special pools. And this is the beer that I got that I had to have French fries with because Utah. This was my setup for working in the morning. And then the next morning I drove, and you can see that's like a tunnel. On the other side of the tunnel. It's like a little window, and then here's the tunnel that I had to drive through. It was about a mile and a half long or something. And then this is just some of the drive along the way. I stopped and did a little hike over here, and some nice people took a picture. And then this is where I stayed in Escalante. They have a drive-in movie theater. It's an old drive-in that they've converted into a camp area. That's where my campsite was. They have these amazing outdoor showers that were very cool, and a pool and a giant hot tub. I did forget my bathing suit, but I stood in the hot tub. This is the concession stand for the drive-in movie. And some friends that I made, we watched the drive-in movie from this old truck. And it was The Princess Bride, which was super, super cool. Then I went to Bryce Canyon the next day, and these are just some shots from Bryce Canyon, which I feel like is probably one of the coolest places I've ever gotten to go. It's so amazing, and it's just incredible. The views and the colors and just the differences from one side of the street to the other side of the street. And I went on a hike down to the Queen's Garden, I believe it's called, and this is it, and it's down. You have to go down, and then you have to come back up, and everything out here is at elevation, so everything's a lot harder than it would be here in Oregon, but it's just so incredibly beautiful. I met a lot of people and had them take pictures of me, and a lot of people told me I was very brave for being out there by myself. It's my last night in the morning doing some work for Alejandra, and then I went to the Petrified Forest, so that wasn't my last night actually. I saw this cow. I thought it was going to kill me. It was on the trail. This is also from the Petrified Forest. I think that's like wood. And this is my last night, having a glass of wine from the van. That's what the van looked like in my camp spot there. And then I drove home on Friday, and I got home in 16 hours. I drove straight home because I wanted to sleep in my own bed. The end.